Bob Kitchen here from Maple Hill. I'm going to do a product review on the new Srixon Z line for 2019. This product just shipped, we just got it in, and it's totally different than what Srixon's done in the past. So if you have any preconceived notions about Srixon, throw them out the window, because this is totally different. These golf clubs are long, they sound great, they look great. This is a competitor, direct competitor with the TaylorMades and the Callaways and the Titleists of the world. Mizuno's made a good driver the last few years. This is a direct competitor with that. So these are the real deal. A lot of product has really improved in the last few years, and I feel like it's gotten a little tighter race, and this product here is going to put Srixon right in the limelight as far as distance, sound, performance. This is really good. I'm going to go through the whole lineup here. There's two drivers. There's the 585 and the 785. The 785, you can see the fitting port at the bottom of the golf club there. This is adjustable. It's got a slightly different shape, a little more neutral shape to it, not quite as heel weighted, a little bit more expensive than the 585. The 585 is draw bias. It's got a little bit more weight in the heel of the golf club. A little bit bigger, rounded shape to the golf club, a little bit more what you'd expect for maybe a slightly better than bogey golfer or bogey golfer. The 785 is for the more accomplished player. Both have the composite crown, both go a mile. The shaft in the 785 is the Project X handcrafted, which is, most people know, is about a $300 shaft. They're putting that in there, no charge, that's the stock shaft. In the 585, they're putting the Hazardous Red, which is a little bit higher launch, low spin, really popular shaft. We've sold a lot of those in the last couple of years. So that's the two different drivers. Then you've got the Fairway Wood F85, Fairway 85. This has got the high bore crown to it. If you can see that there, that's got a little bit of a dip to the crown of the golf club, carbon composite. Very hot face. This thing looks great. It's got a great size, shape. One of my favorite Fairway Woods I've seen for the 2019 lineup. 3-wood and 5-wood only. The 3-wood comes in two different lofts. Hazardous Red in their stock. It's a real deal shaft. H85, the hybrid. It's got the exact same cutaway to the crown of the golf club, very high bore-esque, which Srixon and Cleveland, I think most people know those are the same company. Very reasonably priced too. The driver is $499 for the adjustable, $399 for the knot, and then the Fairway Wood is $249. The hybrid's $229. So they didn't price it out of this world. Much more reasonable price. This was one of the biggest surprises we had in last year's. This is the ZU85. Last year's model of this was the best seller we had and the #1 utility, or whatever you want to call it, hollow-headed iron on the PGA Tour. Nobody used more of these than Srixon on the PGA Tour. They called this the Thunder Stick or the Boom Stick or whatever it was called on tour. And this model will not disappoint you. This is an absolutely dynamite golf club. They didn't overprice it. It comes in a 2 through 6 this year. They actually used to make 2, 3, 4, and then Ernie Els said I want the 5, and then Ernie Els said I want the 6. So Ernie Els plays this all the way down to a 6. It's been that popular. It is forged, it is hollow, it's super forgiving, it goes an absolute mile, and it feels great. This is actually very PXG-esque. It looks a lot like PXG, it sounds a lot like PXG, and it's about half the price of PXG, maybe a little less than half the price of PXG. So give this thing a shot. This is a really good driving iron. This is the guy that doesn't like hybrids because he hooks them, or the guy who wants just a good iron replacement that's going to have a flat face, you know, like what an iron does, to replace his longer irons. Very much like the Mizuno Fly High. This is the ZU85, Utility 85. And you can also blend that into their two new iron sets. The 785 and the 585. The 785 I got on the top here, the 585 I got on the bottom here. 785 is a very thin cavity. The 585 is an undercut channel, 360 degree, milled out back. Both forged, both super soft and go an absolute mile. The 585 goes a little bit further because the cavity back, the way they construct the golf club, it's going to have a little thinner face, a little bit more pop to it, but it's also designed for that guy. 785 is going to be a little bit more, it's still up there in distance-wise, but it's a little bit more traditional, conventional. Both have that sole that you've come to see and expect from Srixon and in the Cleveland wedges. It's got that V-grind sole to the bottom, so less turf interaction. Gets to the grass a little cleaner, bounces through the grass, the ground a little easier. This is going to be an absolutely dynamite lineup. The last model of these two was the 565 and the 765, and they were very, very popular. This has been really, really good, both in sales and for us as far as our fittings go. We've sold a ton of them. Srixon sold a ton of them. These are going to be winners, folks. Come on out and try these out. If you're a forged player or not a forged player, don't be afraid of this 585. You'll be surprised. Oh, one last thing. It just popped in my head. They're doing any shaft, any grip, no charge, same as Mizuno. So they have a lot of different shaft options. The only one that costs more, I think, is steel fiber and maybe recoil. There was two graphite shafts that were more expensive. But any steel shaft that they offer, no charge, grips, no charge. They're doing a nice job, same as Mizuno is, as far as offering anything that the consumer wants and not charging them any additional money for it. So you can get fit into what you need, not pay any more. Really good winners, really good looking golf clubs. The whole lineup's good. Even try the woods. I really recommend you give these woods a shot, because I know people aren't used to playing Srixon woods or seeing Srixon woods, but these are legit. They're the real deal. Come on out and give them a shot.